Clinton police officers would double and triple check that address. When they arrived, the woman living there, Tammy Widger, told them everything was fine.
Just because someone says that everything's okay, we can't take that at face value.
The Highway Patrol says they now know that address is not where someone called 911. The call came from 15 miles away in Windsor.
It is a coincidence that they were called to that specific address, and it is tragic that happened.
Inside the home, they found guns, drugs, and James Waters.
We got one officer hit the arm.
2 officers were shot but expected to be okay. Officer Christopher Ryan Morton was killed. Waters was also found dead.
What these 3 officers did was heroic.
Police say they still have unanswered questions, but that they're grieving along with the city and many others.
It's tragic for the community, it's tragic for the police department, and we all can remember we were here 7 months ago for the same reason.
Let's get straight over to NBC4's Christine Kim with that new video we talked about that shows for the first time the intense moments that led up to the officers being shot in the line of duty. Christine.
And Makala, we'll get to that video shortly, but first I want to show you video of the arrest of the suspect after the standoff that began around 9 o'clock last night. We saw the man who is suspected of killing a Pomona police officer, Officer Gregory Casillas, and shooting another officer in the face, walking out of the apartment complex as he was taken into custody. And tonight, we're seeing for the first time what happened between the suspect and the police officers in the moments before shots were fired. With lights flashing, a Pomona police officer pulls up to a tan pickup truck on a call for reckless driving. Seconds after the officer gets out, you hear the driver yell out. Then he makes a U-turn, passing by again and again. And one more time until it crashes into a maroon SUV that belongs to Joanna Serrano's father.
It was pretty scary because we were like right there.
She was standing outside with Ruby Salas, who says she came face to face with a man who would spark an intense SWAT standoff.
He came out of the truck and then he ran right through us, but I was like basically standing in his way, so he like moved me out of his way. And he was like, move, and then he was screaming to all of us, but he had like something under his hand, so like I didn't say anything.
Sheriff's deputies tell us the man ran into a bedroom in this Pomona apartment complex and fired at 2 police officers through the door. The hail of bullets rang throughout the neighborhood.
There were so many shots that people were running left and right.
It could have been like 40 shots. He just kept shooting back and forth.
The barricade situation finally coming to an end with an arrest. The suspected shooter in handcuffs taken into custody after a long and tense standoff. And friends of the suspect tell us that he has suffered from mental illness for years. He has 3 daughters and was living in a unit in that apartment complex with his mother and his 2 brothers. Now, this barricade situation here resolved and over, but this area remains closed off as homicide detectives conduct their investigation. Reporting live from Pomona, I'm Christine Kim, NBC4 News.